There will come a time when life stops asking for your permission. Plans will collapse without warning. People will change without explanation. Outcomes will turn against you without reason, and in that moment, most people panic. Not because they are weak, but because they built their peace on things that move. They built their stability on outcomes. They built their identity on certainty. They built their emotional balance on control. And life respects none of those things. Real stability is forged differently. It is not built from control. It is built from endurance. It is not built from certainty. It is built from adaptability. It is not built from calm environments. It is built from surviving storms without surrendering your center. Emotional stability is not the absence of chaos. It is the mastery of self within chaos. Look at the ocean during a storm. The surface is violent. Waves crash. Winds scream. Currents collide. But deep below, the water is still. That depth is what you must become. Because life will always disturb the surface of you. But it does not have permission to disturb your depth. Most people react to unpredictability by tightening their grip on what they cannot control. They try to predict everything, prepare for everything, prevent everything. And when something still goes wrong, they shatter, because control was their foundation. But control is fragile. True stability comes from a different decision. You stop trying to control what happens and start mastering how you respond. You train your mind to pause before reacting. You train your body to breathe when tension rises. You train your thoughts to observe before judging. You become slower to panic, slower to assume, slower to spiral. Not because life became easier, because you became steadier. Emotional strength is built in moments no one sees. When frustration rises and you don't feed it. When fear appears and you don't obey it. When uncertainty grows and you don't run from it. Every time you remain steady in discomfort, you carve stability into your nervous system. You teach your mind, we do not collapse when things change. And eventually, unpredictability stops feeling like danger. It becomes terrain, something to walk through, something to navigate, something to endure, without losing yourself. Understand this clearly. You cannot stabilize the world. You cannot stabilize other people. You cannot stabilize outcomes, but you can stabilize your presence within instability. And that changes everything. Because when life becomes unpredictable, most people become emotional. And when most people become emotional, they become reactive. And reactive people lose clarity. They lose judgment. They lose direction. But the steady mind sees what others miss. Opportunity, timing, truth, options. Calm is a strategic advantage. Stillness is power. The person who stays grounded while everything shakes becomes the one who leads when others freeze. So when life feels uncertain, do not search for control. Search for grounding. Feel your breath. Relax your body. Slow your thoughts. Anchor yourself in what cannot be taken from you. Your awareness, your discipline, your ability to choose your next action. That is unstealable stability. And the more life tests you, the deeper that stability grows. One day, chaos will arrive again. Unexpected, loud, relentless. But this time, something will be different. Your heart will not race the same way. Your thoughts will not scatter the same way. Your emotions will not surge the same way, because you will feel it. That quiet, unmovable center inside you. The place storms cannot reach. And in that moment, you will understand. Life did not become more predictable. You became more unshakable. And once that happens, no storm feels overwhelming. Only temporary, only passing, only weather, while you remain steady beneath it all.